I gave myself 5 hours to declutter 500 things. The results? Kinda wild. As a mom, time is limited. I wish I could spend an entire week going through my chaos-filled basement, but I don't have that kind of time. Do you? Seriously, do you? But on this day, I had 5 hours to myself. That was it. So I decided that no matter what, I was gonna hit 500 items. That's 100 items per hour. Could I do it? Well, of course. That's why I made this video. Come on, keep up. But how did I do it? Well, I used something called the Minimalist Challenge. You probably heard of it. It's that 30-day decluttering game where you get rid of 1 thing on day 1, 2 things on day 2, 3 things on day 3, all the way up to 30 things on day 30. Add it up, that's 465 things. But then I thought, you know what? Let's just round it up to 500. Go big or go home. I wasn't gonna wander around the house like, what sparks joy? No! I had a strategy. I had zones. I had trash bags. Basement, you're done. Broken toys, banished. Christmas bin, goodbye. Oh, wait, no. No, not my Christmas bin. No, not my Jingle Bells singing Santa Claus. I'm tired of this intro. Let's just get into it already. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. How lovely are your branches. Lord, please help me. Lord, please help me with this mess. I cannot stand it. This is nutty. I don't even know where to start. Maybe I'll start with the books. Okay, so 6 months ago, I did Swedish death cleaning. I got rid of like 14 bags of stuff, and it was wonderful. And then I don't even know what happened here. Some kind of tornado of toddlers. Nope, I can't even blame them. They're not allowed down here. It's totally me. I'm the tornado and I made the mess. All right, so I'm going to be trying to do 2 things today. I'm going to try to see if I can do the Minimalist Challenge. So I made a calendar, but I'm going to try to get all 30 days done today. I'm also going to use Swedish death cleaning to help me because I found it to be really helpful to me a few months back. So I'm going to ask myself these 2 questions. The first question is, will I ever need this? And the second question is, will anyone I know be happier if I save it? So let's do it. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. How lovely are your branches. Ah! I knocked something down. It is so crowded in here. I can barely move the tripod. All right, I just need to get out of here. All right, I'm going to get rid of this cat bed because my cats don't even use it. They'd rather lay on the hard floor. I don't know why. 1 item down. My cats, they love chewing apart boxes. Do your cats do this? So annoying. And you know what? I'm going to count garbage because garbage is a thing that you're getting rid of, okay? Why is it that I have such a hard time getting rid of candles, but I never use them? Okay, first question. Will I ever need this? No. Second question. Will anybody be happier if I keep it? Certainly not my husband. He won't even let me light one. Every time I light a candle, he just blows it out because he's got this, I don't know, paranoia about fires. See you later, candle. Bag for garbage and a bag for donations. Jordan and I bought this puzzle for a date. But, you know, with puzzles, you can really only do them once and then you're done. So I'm going to get rid of it. All right, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it is so hard to get rid of totes because it's storage, right? And we always like to hold on to storage and things to organize. But honestly, I've been holding on to these forever and they're covered in just stains and who knows, there's like something sticky in there. And why am I holding on to this? I'm not even using it currently. The thing that it came with, I donated. So I think it's time to get rid of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can check off day 4. Lord, oh please, help me with this mess. I cannot stand it. Now, I know I got rid of the last candle, but this candle crackles. Now I feel like I gotta show you guys. Okay, so my really good friend Luciana gave this to me. She sent it to me as a Christmas gift, and it's just so cool. I gotta show you. It crackles. I actually love this, so I want to keep it. All right, I got 5 items for day 5. Feels pretty rewarding in the beginning putting those X's on, but I know it's just going to get harder as we go on. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, got the top row. I have so much stuff in here that I have held on to for really no good reason. It's just that fear that we have, you know, that we're afraid that if we get rid of something, we might regret it. But keeping it all doesn't do me any good, you know, because I can't even walk through here without tripping over something. And that's really frustrating. There's times where I have to run down here in the middle of cooking dinner because I need a dish, you know, one of those special dishes that you only use once in a while, so you keep them in the basement. I'll come down to get it really quick, and then in the midst of everything, I'll trip over things. I can't find it because there's just so much clutter surrounding, getting in the way. And I can't stand it. And I'm constantly, like, yelling at myself. Like, oh my goodness, Ariel, will you just clean up this room already? But it's not that easy. It takes time. It takes commitment to spending the time going through all of the stuff that you've accumulated over years. But back to this fear of regret. Maybe we should fear this more. This is scary. I'm afraid of this. And it should mean more to me to be able to walk through my space without tripping over something than to hold on to things out of fear that I might miss them one day. It's got to be more worth it to be able to just live in a peaceful space, because this is not peaceful. It constantly stresses me out. I walk through that door every day, and this is the first thing I see when I come into my home. And there goes my stress levels right up, because it's just another reminder of what I have to take care of. So that's why I'm taking care of it today. I'm done. I'm done living with all this clutter. I don't need it. I don't need it. So why am I holding on to it? I saw this quote the other day, and it said, "You can have your space or you can have your stuff. You can't have both." And that is so true. I mean, my porch upstairs, it has gotten so cluttered that we can't even go out there anymore. And just last spring, me and the kids would go out there and we'd spend a lot of time just sitting on the couch, and I'd watch the kids play and we'd blow bubbles, and it would be so much fun. But now it's so covered in stuff, I can't even get through there. And I want that space back, and I want this space back. And I know you're watching this because you want your space back. So let's get our space back. If you have a room right now that you can't even walk through, just start. Just go in there and start. You can do this challenge too. I got the first row done in like 15 minutes. Do you think you could just do the first row? So I hope that's encouraging. And I'm going to get back to decluttering. 7 items. You can put a big 7 in the middle. Basements are cold. I found a whole bag of clothes my son outgrew. All right, so that bag of clothes got me 2 more squares. I found 17 items. Boxes count, right? I feel like they should. I mean, the hoarder in me could be like, hey, you know what? I could use this box to store all my utensils. Because I feel like I have a bad habit of holding on to boxes. But you know what? It's always the moment that you finally get rid of all your boxes that one of your friends are like, hey, we're moving. Got any boxes? Always works out that way. I don't want to wait for this basement to be decluttered. I'd rather be eating cookies and butter. Here we go again. When life gives you lemons, you should donate it! Woo! Old outgrown shoes. I don't care what anyone says. I'm counting each individual shoe as an item. So I actually got all of the 10. So that means I can check this one off. And then I have 1, 2, 3 of the 12. Nothing's gonna tell me not to eat my ice cream. I bought this shirt full price on Amazon, and of course, it looks horrible on me, and then I lost out on returning it because I ran out of time, and don't shop online, folks, unless you're good about getting your returns back, which I'm not. My very creative son made this. They used to all hang like this. He made this when we made it together when he was like 4 years old, so it's about 2 years old, and while it's very sweet, I think I'm going to need to just finally get rid of it. But you know what? I'll take a picture, and it'll always be a memory. What is that called? A ghast? I think that's called a ghast. Why wouldn't they just call it ghost? I don't know. Here's some of the art that you guys saw in my living room and dining room. But you know what? I upgraded the art in those rooms, and these just don't fit anymore, so. All right. Are you ready for this? Wait for it. Boom! 2 rows. Wow, it looks like there's an explosion behind me of stuff. It's amazing. You can get rid of this much already, yet still. Books are so hard to get rid of because I still have young kids. So I guess I gotta figure out which books aren't really relevant. 1 out of 13. I don't know. This is hard. I think I'll get rid of these Spider-Man books because my son has moved on from Spider-Man. Come on, if I could just find 13 books, I could cross off another box. This is a baby book. I'll get rid of this one. Another baby book. 13. Do it right. Oh, where's my pen? This new pen doesn't work as well. All right, I found this old baby toy, and I'm totally counting each individual piece as an item. 12 items. And then I'm going to put it back in the bag and count the bag as 13. Hashtag hacks. Random cat ball. Where's my old pen? We've crossed over now to the dark side. All right, so this side of the basement is full of toys and Lego sets. It has gotten completely out of control. I have so many Lego sets, I don't even know what to do with them anymore. My son used to build them all the time, but he's kind of moved on. He's more into Pokemon now. So now I'm just left with a bajillion Legos. So I think it's time to donate them because they are just completely taking over this side of the basement, and I just want to be able to have it cleaned out and clear and, peace of mind and all that jazz. So what I think I'm going to do as far as counting them is just to count each item that I grab as one. So then this would be 1 item. This would be 2. Just whatever clump I grab, I'm just going to count as 1. So if it's a big clump, that's 1 big clump. If it's a small clump, that's 1 small clump. I don't know why I'm using the word clump, but we're just going to roll with it. I probably won't get rid of all of these. If there's something that I feel is especially, more special to him, then I'll keep it. But then again, these Lego sets have been in the basement for over 6 months now, and he doesn't ask about them, ever. Now, as moms, I'd say that toys are probably one of the biggest percentages of clutter that we have. We have an abundance of them because, we buy them for Christmas and birthdays and Easter and whatever else. And then you have grandparents and aunts and uncles giving presents to your kids. And then suddenly your home looks like Toys R Us. And it just gets to the point where you're drowning in them. Like you don't even see your living room anymore. You used to have an adult space. Now you have a kid space, which, that's what you'd expect. You have kids, your adult spaces will turn into kid spaces. But we need to do something about it or it can get completely out of control, where even your kids are overwhelmed with them. So I have a system on how I keep the toys under control so that my space can still feel like, a kid space, but also an adult space, not completely taken over by toys. So first of all, I rotate my toys. So I have this cube unit right here, and in this cube unit, I have 6 bins, and I also have the same cube unit upstairs that also has 6 bins. And then once a month, I just switch out the bins, which honestly makes it really exciting for the kids because they're like, whoa, I forgot about this toy. And then they play really well and they're happier and they don't have so much to choose from, so there's no overwhelm. It works really well. But then, of course, they still get a lot of presents over the years from family, and the toys still build up and multiply, and then where do you put them all? So what I do to keep the excess under control is I really pay attention to which toys my kids are playing with. So if I notice that my son hasn't touched his dinosaurs in like months, then I will put them in the basement and I will wait. And I don't just wait a month or 2. I mean, I'm waiting like 6 months. If he doesn't say a thing after 6 months, that's my okay to go ahead and donate them. Now, if it's a toy that's more special, something that I know he used to really love, but doesn't really care for as much anymore, then I'll put it in the basement for a whole year. Because you just never know, and I don't want to break my kids' hearts. Now, people might say, well, why aren't you letting them choose what toys to get rid of? And, I've seen other parents do this, but it doesn't work with my son. I mean, my daughter's still a little too young for this, but my son, he doesn't want to get rid of anything. And it doesn't matter if I give him like so many choices and I put 10 stuffed animals on his bed and I say, just 1 to donate. He will get upset. He will cry. He has a really hard time in letting go, even of things he doesn't care for anymore. Maybe some of you relate to this. So unfortunately, I kind of have to do it the sneaky way. Maybe with my daughter, I'll be able to let her choose, and that will honestly be wonderful. I'd rather do it that way. I don't like being sneaky, but if I give my son the choice, he'll just never make it. And then my house, again, turns into Toys R Us. All right, so I was counting the Legos as I went, every little clump that I grabbed, and I counted up to 198. So I added up the rest of the math, and that comes to 195. So I get to cross off all of these boxes. And now I have only one more line to go. So that's 165 more items. We'll see how I do. All right, this is the next pile I'm going to tackle. These are all the toys that I've been hiding for months. So let's see what we can get rid of. Oh my goodness, this is one of those stretchy Spider-Man. Do you guys ever have a toy like that? It's been sitting down here so long, you can't even stretch it anymore. You used to be able to stretch it and like pull it way out. What the heck is this made of that I can't even get it to pull? I already made it to 25 items. That was really easy. That was a really sloppy X. If you guys are questioning if you should do this challenge, just do it, okay? Because I cannot believe I almost have this whole paper filled and it's only been like a few hours and that's it. Maybe this isn't as hard as I thought it was. I mean, I've been so afraid of doing this for months. I've been putting it off, ignoring it, feeling the stress of it every day, but pretending it doesn't exist. And now that I've just jumped in and started doing it, I feel really good. I mean, every time I put another X on one of these squares, I can't wait to get the next X. It's like I'm a toddler again and I'm getting stickers for doing a good job. There's a reason it works, okay? So if you're afraid of getting started, don't be. Because once you just jump in and do it, you're going to see how easy it can really be. I mean, just don't start with anything sentimental, okay? Don't start with old written letters or photographs. Start with your kids' toys. And you know what? It's not always easy. There's some decisions that have been hard. And that's when I use the Swedish death cleaning questions. They really help me. Will I ever need this? And will anyone I know be happier if I keep it? 2 questions. That's it. Simple as that and amazingly helpful. There's so much junk in here. You know when your kid has a Valentine's Day party at school or they go to a birthday party and they come home with a little baggie of stuff? That's mostly what I just got rid of. Ew. These old cups of slime got me up to 18. Oops, I did it again. I got another box. Got lost in the decluttering. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, I love to declutter. I'm doing such a good job. Oh. I've been doing this for too long. We're going on 3 hours. I'm getting a little cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The rest of these feathers got me to 28. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Here's another creation my son made when he was into Minecraft. It's a giant Steve. But again, he made it a couple years ago and I think it's time to say goodbye. All right. It's time to break open the kitchen bin. My kitchen is somewhat small. I don't have a ton of cabinet space, especially when I decided to put in a dishwasher. I took away more of my cabinet space, so I have to store a lot of stuff down in the basement. I have at least 2 of these kitchen bins where I put all the excess in. So like upstairs, I have maybe, 6, 7 plates, and then down here I have a little extra. Same with the bowls and the cups. You just can't keep everything up in the kitchen when you have a small kitchen. You gotta have a kitchen box in the basement. I think Minimal Mom called it a kitchen quarantine box. But even down here, your kitchen quarantine box can get way overfilled with stuff. So every once in a while, you gotta go through it and get rid of some stuff. Especially since we typically bring home, 2 new coffee mugs a year. So that means some of the older coffee mugs in your quarantine box gotta go. I don't know how much I'll find in here because I just recently went through these boxes and got rid of some stuff already. But hopefully I can find a little more in here so I can put X's on my last 2 boxes. Do people ever actually drink out of mugs this big? I only got 4 things out of that bin. Let's go check out the other bin. Yeah, it looks like I decluttered these pretty good already. Okay, so these can go because they are just completely worn out. Not in good shape. I only had an hour left to film before I had to pick up my kids, so I decided to stop talking to the camera and just focus on decluttering as much as I could so I could meet my goal before the hour was up. And yes, I did. I ended up checking off the last 2 boxes, which brought me up to 465 items. But I still had 30 minutes left to go at that point, so I just kept going. And by the time I was done, I had managed to declutter over 500 things. There you go, 500 items. I did it. I finished the challenge. I feel really good. I feel like I just got so much out of here. But here's the thing. Even though I got rid of 500 items, it still looks like a mess down here. I mean, I can actually walk through it now, which is nice. And that was a part of my goal after all, just to be able to go into the basement to get something I need without tripping over something. And honestly, it feels really good to get these bags out of the house. But the truth is, there's still a lot more I could declutter, which is wild. So what do we learn from this video? 500 items may seem like a lot of items, but it's really not in the grand scheme of things. I mean, just imagine how much stuff I already have down here. And I got 500 things gone, yet it still looks like this? Yeah, that just shows that I could probably get rid of another 500 items. But I'm really tired. I've been going at this for about 5 hours, and I'm ready to lay down. But in the meantime, check out this video next where I show you the fastest decluttering method that you've never tried. So click here to check it out, and I'll see you soon.